The old keyword research methods are gone for 2025. You have to find a golden key. Hello, welcome to Contenting Live. Today we're going to talk about keyword research. We're going to talk about why the old methods don't work, and let's use AI for keyword research. Hello again, Falaz. Today we're going to talk about keyword research as a content marketer. Well, although we are not going to be SEO experts as content marketers, but we have to know the basics and we have to know how to start keyword researching for our blog posts and etc. Let's go to the topic. We see over 94% of all keywords get 10 or fewer searches per month. The world has changed and your keyword research, old traditional ways may not work in 2025. You should not work on still chasing massive volume. You have to put that losing strategy behind and find the gold somewhere else. Let's go. So you see these high volume keywords are fallen from the hill, and the old way was the volume trap. The flow was focusing only on high search volume. We used to work on the keywords that had high search volumes, but the reality is that those keywords are dominated by massive authority sites you can't compete with. I think you might have that experience as well. You focus on some keywords, but you see that top websites, websites that are kind of the main source and the first go-to for users are having the top results, and for sure you can't compete with them. And the consequence of using that method was that your content never ranks. In the best scenario, you go to the second page or at the 9th or 10th search result in SERP, but it gives you no traffic. Let's be honest, most of the people, I can say 99% of the people only click on the first or maybe second search result in the SERP page. But what's the solution? What can we do? Should we stop posting? Should we stop creating content? No, we don't stop there. We have solution for everything. Okay, what should we do in 2025? Intent is everything. Maybe I think it's better to say that intent is the new king, and you have to know what is the user intent that you want to focus. You cannot trick the algorithm anymore. In past decade, for example, maybe in 5 or 6 years ago, we used to try to trick the algorithm of Google. Every SEO expert started a video, started a blog post teaching how to trick the algorithm. The algorithm works like this, like that, but it doesn't work anymore. You can't trick the algorithm. You have to provide a single best answer to a user's problem. In my channel, I have focused a lot on creating content that answers a specific question. This is the same story here. You have to match the user intent, find what is the problem, find the question and provide the best answer so the user is satisfied and you will have more users and more traffic to your website. There's a quote from Google Search Central. It says, Google's system now aims to reward content that provides a satisfying experience. It means a lot. It means next to content, your user experience, using good graphic, mobile-friendly website, everything works for creating satisfying experience. So we should focus on that. But how? How do we do it from the first step, that is keyword research? Let's see. There's something named zero-click research. We sometimes call it zero position. This is the position, maybe you have seen it when you ask a question from Google and you see that the answer is there, something like this, and you don't need to click. And the stats show that nearly 60% of Google searches end without a click. No one clicks, because they find their answers here. But if you and if your content answers that specific question, you might, maybe if you're lucky, you might get to this position. It gives you some rank, it gives you some authority, but you can put more detail in your answer, so people will click, maybe click on this link to comment this, just to read these key steps. So 60% is currently zero click, but you have to compete for the remaining 40%. I don't know, maybe in the future, in the coming years, it changes and most of the searches, most of the questions are answered in a zero position. But currently, 2025, we have to focus on what we can. So we have to find the golden keyword, the keywords that are somehow hidden beneath the sea and are hidden among lots of mods, and we have to find them and focus on that. And what are these golden keywords? They solve a specific problem. They focus on a specific niche market and niche question and answer it. There's no competition in them, low competition, we can say. If major websites have covered that topic or answer that question, there is a little chance you can compete with them and get their position. And those who have high conversion potential, the questions that are in the step that user is ready to make a decision, is ready to buy something, is ready to subscribe to a service, is ready to watch a video. We have to focus on that step of the user journey and try to answer that problem or question or etc. So I have a repeatable 3-step process for that. Finding that intent, finding that specific question is not easy. But I think I can suggest, I told you I'm not an SEO expert for, I have most of my career focused on content marketing, but I have to know SEO basics and I have to know how to use techniques and tools to find better keywords and focus on that. So my 3-step is first AI-powered brainstorming. I have a very loyal friend, knowledgeable friend. I can brainstorm with him or her. And the next step is SERP and intent analysis. And the third step is line chain expansion. We will focus on all of these 3 steps in the next parts. So step 1, AI-powered brainstorming. We can use AI as our creative partner to uncover every possible angle, but you have to know what to ask and how to ask it from your friend. I call all of the AI agents friends. There's a topic named prompt engineering. I myself don't believe in that anymore because I think that AIs are currently intelligent enough to know what you need, but you have to just follow some steps to know what to ask and what to expect from your AI. For example, look at this. We can say act as a content strategist. My YouTube channel is for beginner home baristas. Generate 5 main topic pillars. This is something that you have to do first. For each pillar, give me 5 specific how-to or why-is questions a beginner would ask. So Gemini, I suggested more than all of the other AI GPTs. It can search for you and suggest you pillars and give you some example questions that you can focus on. Let's see, AI response would be like this. First pillar, espresso fundamentals. Okay, my channel focuses on beginner home baristas. So one of the pillars can be espresso fundamentals, the basic things you have to follow to become a home barista. And what could be the questions? How to pull a perfect espresso shot? Why is my espresso sore? What is the best grind size for espresso? How to steam milk for a latte? Why is temping important? The second pillar can be coffee bean basics. You have to know the coffee beans if you're going to be a home barista. And these can be the questions and so on. You can ask Gemini, ChatGPT or others, and they can give you these pillars and questions, but you can't stop it. You can't just say that it's enough and I should focus on this question, for example. No, you have to go and find the intent. Does the intent of the users follow this question or not? Let's go to the next step. And for the record, for about 5 or 6 years, I've been trying to become a home barista, but I never succeeded. If anyone can help me, please post in the comments any video or anything. For example, I don't know the difference between good and bad coffee. I just try to make some coffee for myself, for sure in the morning, just to wake up and have the energy to work, and one in the afternoon just to be able to follow my tasks and continue the day, to cut it short. Let's go to the next step. Step 2 is SERP and intent analysis. You have to think that does the users have those questions or not. I believe that SERP is the ultimate source of truth. Thanks to, no offense to all of the useful tools that are available for keyword analysis, but I think SERP is the best source for analysis of user intent. So let's see, if you just try to, for example, test some of the questions we created in the last slide, you might see some of these results in the SERP in the first positions. For example, the 7 best espresso machines of 2025 tested and reviewed by Forbes, or the best espresso machines for every budget by Wirecutter. You know, these websites, these sources are major websites. They are very, very hard to compete. So let's not focus on these kind of keywords. Let's not focus on these topics because it's very hard to compete with them. If you are starting just new, you have to focus on something else. You have to find your small piece of gold and focus on that. So how can we do it? You have to first decode user intent from SERP. You know, what is their intent? What do they want from this question? It can be a useful table if you can try it. If you see these kind of words, for example, best, review, versus, etc., it means their intent is commercial. They want to buy something. They want to find the best solution to buy. So they search best or review, or they compare things together. Your content can be a very good comparison review article, you know, showing that what is the best and what is not good to buy. The other keyword is how to, why is. These are questions. What is? They are seeking information. You know, their intent is informational. They want to know more, so you have to provide them a guide, an explainer. Tell them what to do. Tell them what is the problem, what is the solution. And if you find anything related to brand names, I don't know, login or something like that, it means that they are looking for a brand. If it's not your brand, you have to ignore it. And we can assume that if our brand is new, they're not looking for our brand, they're looking for other brands. These are going to be navigational intents, and we don't focus on that for now. If you see words like near me, or I don't know, city names, for example, my city Izmir, or country Turkey, or any other country or city, or something like this, it means that their intent is local. So you have to provide them a location-based guide. This table is very helpful if you want to know where to start or what kind of content to provide. Yes, guys, let's go to the third step. You have to expand your keywords to a long tail expansion. This is the step that we find the gold among lots of noises and other things. You like to have an average conversion rate of 36% because the intent is so specific. You have to find as long as possible keywords that are possible to cover, and you have to focus on them at first. For example, if you are focusing on espresso shot is the main keyword, these are going to be good, like why does my espresso shot pull so fast, or how to get more crema on espresso at home, best grind size for Breville Barista Express. I hope I pronounce this word correctly, Breville. I don't know, if you find any problems in my pronunciation, please post comments and correct me. Thank you very much. So these can be golden keywords because they solve a specific problem. Look at this. My espresso shot, you're focusing on espresso shot, pulls so fast. It's a problem that few people may face. But if you answer the question, they're going to be loyal to. They're going to watch your content, read your blog post, or etc. How to get more crema on espresso at home. You see, the place is specific, the problem is specific, and it's very niche target audience we are going to focus on. Best grind size for Breville Barista Express. You know, I think it's kind of a specific Barista Express, and it focuses on the grind size. It doesn't say how to become an expert Breville barista. No, it's focusing on this part of becoming an expert. So this is the third, and I can say the most important one. If you don't expand your keywords, you're going to compete with the major websites, and for sure you're not going to, I can say for sure, 95% you're not going to succeed. So, and the advanced tip is AI role playing. If you are going to be useful, if you are going to succeed, you want to succeed in using AI, you have to do the role playing with them. Just tell them that simulate the target audience, and by doing this, you can find hyper-specific conversational keywords. Look at this example. Act as a frustrated beginner who just bought a Breville Barista Express. Okay, so you're going to be my audience. You're trying to make a good espresso, but it tastes terrible. What specific questions would you type into Google, word for word? You see? And it's going to act as a audience and ask questions. Here, Breville Barista Espresso tastes sour. Why is my Breville Espresso watery? Breville Barista Express pressure gauge too low. Yeah, you see, these can be specific questions, and you can use them for intent and then expand them for writing article, or I don't know, creating video or anything else. And the next steps, but not at this stage, we have to create clusters to become a topical authority. You know, you have to create a cluster of content to signal to Google that you're an authority. We talked about it. We are going to be a guide for beginner baristas, or those who want to become a barista at home. So your pillar page, the main page that is going to cover all of the details, is the ultimate guide to espresso. But you have to have many line tail keywords that are linked to this pillar page. You can write a blog post about it, create a video about this topic, one for this and one for... But your cluster should not look like this. It should have lots of branches. You know, I can say, for example, 10 articles should be written for different topics, different questions. And the best stage, the best scenario is to, you know, some videos, some infographics, you know, they have to be linked to the pillar page, and yeah, they have to be linked to each other as well. The on-page SEO and link building is crucial. If you are focusing on your SEO, they have to be linked together. All of them. Any opportunity you find to link these articles or topics or contents to each other, you have to use them. We'll cover this strategy in next videos. But remember that creating a cluster is crucial to create a topical authority. Let's just delete these lines, and next slide. So I suggest a toolkit here, but it's only my suggestion, and mostly focusing on free tools available. But don't just listen to me. Search for more, and you know, try the tools and find the best one that works for you. For brainstorming, I use Gemini. ChatGPT is good if you have premium, but I prefer Gemini. I don't use any paid. I don't use any other, but I use the paid version of Gemini, and it's very good for generating endless ideas and questions. For volume and difficulty check, I sometimes suggest the free tier is not bad. But the best ones, as you might know that Ahrefs and SEMrush are the best, and they get you on the quick data points. For SERP and intent analysis, I don't suggest any paid tool. Google search is enough, believe me. Just try to be friend with Google, try to be friend with SERP and learn from it. And I can say it's the most important tool you have. But if you suggest any other tools, please post in the comments, and our friends will know about them. So let's recap the topic. For how to find the golden keyword in our keyword research in 2025, or maybe the coming years as well. The first step is AI-powered brainstorming. You ask questions from AI and get some pillars and sample questions. You go to Google search and look at the SERP, which intent is better to focus and which keywords are not good, they are too competitive and you can't compete. And the third step is to focus on line tail expansion. You have to expand your keywords and focus on them. Okay, thank you very much. The next step is going to focus on how to write an article for that keyword, or how to create a video that answers those questions better. And I will cover it soon in other videos. Please like the video and subscribe if you like my video. Thank you again for watching, and send a video for anyone who wants to become a content marketer, content manager, content strategist, or to short wants to have a contenting life. Thank you again, everyone. See you soon.